Right then, here we go. Oh, this is a combination, I think, of 3 car boots house, an eBay find, and yeah, that's it. And a gift that was given to me by a good friend. So let's start with a bit of a mystery item, see if you can work out what this is. Can you see that okay? On here is a gauge, UIC, FB on that side, and BH this side. And if I turn that little dial, that, well, stretches out to whatever the gauge marks. So, if you know what that is, great. If not, I'll tell you at the end, because it's quite interesting. Thank you, Oggy, for giving me that. It was a lovely thing. Yeah, it'll go in the collection. Now, where do we start? Yeah, let's start with eBay. I found this on eBay. It's a Dormer drill bit stand. I've not put any drill bits in here. I'm a bit worried about it, actually, because it has the holes in the bottom. So if you put the drill bit in the top, is it going to just fall out the bottom? I don't know. But yeah, I picked that up. Set number 34. And that'll go with the other many drill bits. Now, yeah, pop that there. This I found this morning at the car boot. It's an old biscuit tin. Turns out it's a Peak Friends biscuit tin. That's why I picked it up. Now I know Peak Friends biscuit tins are quite valuable. This is obviously way past anything valuable. It's what they call their bird tin. But it had a nice little inscription on the bottom. It says, "My father's old tobacco box and pipes. No, the almost endless years." He must have used it for years ago. Oh, sorry. Almost endless years ago. It used to contain Peak Friends and Company biscuits. Now, can you read that okay? Is that in a good spot? And it cost less than 50p, so I thought I'm going to have that. And what a lovely shape, perfect to hold. So I've not opened it. Oh, it does want to open, there you go. Yeah. Just an interesting, I suspect in good condition that would be extremely valuable, but in that condition, I doubt very much. But a bit fun thing to get. Where should we go next? This was picked up in a lot of bits and pieces. It's only a coat hook. I've seen where these fit onto. Initially, I thought it was one of those window pulling hooks, but it's not. Of course, it's not. It's a coat hook, and I think several of them would have hung on something. And you just hung your coat on. But I like little bits of brass and little bits of steel, as that one is. I think that's steel, yeah. As you know, I like those sort of bits. Right, where should we jump to next? A lovely old Snell brand spanner. Nothing special about it particularly, except it's a lovely Snell logo on it and made in Britain. I have an idea I have a use for this. I know where that's going. An angle soldering iron, which I pick up every now and then. This is an angle one, which is interesting. Something and nothing. Now, I do like Eclipse pad saws, and I've got various different shapes, but I haven't got this one, which has got to come from the 60s or 70s. Still hint of its colour there, but it will go nice with the other 2 or 3 pad saws of slightly different designs. So yeah, I'm pleased I found that. I've been looking for one of these for a long time, and I think I've got all these items, or most of these items, for pennies. I've not paid anything. I had to pay out too much for anything this week. I've been unbelievably busy. If I haven't answered any emails or any text messages, I apologise. I've just been so busy. A lot of family stuff going on. Right, now these we know are sawtooth straighteners. When you're setting your sawtooth, a sawtooth set. But I've got plenty of them, and I don't pick them up anymore. But this one I did because it's got a magnifying glass on the back, and I've never seen that before. Now I'm sure there are plenty that have, and I'm not even sure it's the original one because it doesn't completely fit into that cup shape. But I thought, different, it's slightly different. I can't not find a make on it. It's painted black. Yeah, absolutely no make on it, and this is brass. But yeah, with a magnifier. Never seen that. Makes sense, doesn't it? So I've got that. A little Clyburn style swan neck adjustable spanner. This one says CK, so I believe it's German. Warranted CK, number 3, in lovely font. Yeah, it's working. Needs tidying. I think it's working. Yeah, it's just very dirty and grubby. But I don't think I have one that size. I might have. I do pick these up when I see them. Again, next to nothing. Bit of fun. Now, I picked up this nice tape measure this morning. Steel measure. In very good condition. It's a Rabone, made in England. Look at that, lovely. Keep lightly oiled. 1 foot. I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but I expect it's a 6 foot. And it's just a lovely little thing you could keep in your pocket. What does it say on there? Raybone & Sons Flexlet Rule, made in England. I have no idea if you're going to be able to pick that up. Yeah, I'll try and... The light's a bit funny today. Yeah, nice little one. Black Swan plumber's grease tin. Doesn't look very old, but it came in with a load of other bits. Makes hard turning faucets work smoothly. Lubricates stems of faucets, valves, ball cocks, etc. Waterproof. Will not melt like ordinary grease for hot water or steam. Black Swan. Oh, Chicago. Yeah, we're saying a faucet instead of oh, look. Oh, it smells quite nice. It's quite usable, I think that is. There's a surprise. Yeah, Black Swan. Not a make I've heard of before or seen. That's why I picked it up. Now, on to the little spanners. This little bicycle wrench here. Adjustable spanner. I think I have 2 now. I believe their footprint. I can't see a make on. There is something there. But it needs to be cleaned first so we can find out what's going on. But, yeah, picked it up. It's an oddment. This one, which I believe is French, according to Google, the all-knowing Google, with a screwdriver bit on the end. Now, I haven't got this shape, this parrot beak shape. I haven't got it at all. So I was really pleased to see this. And the fella didn't want much for it. So, yeah, I thought we'll have that to go in the little wrenches drawer. Now, again, this was less than £1. The old P&B made in England vice with the old Art Deco kind of styling. Yeah, I've paid more than £5 for these in the past. Well, this one was £1. PB, I can't remember what it stands for now, but I do remember it sounds like a Harry Potter shop. So yeah, so we got some of that. Now this morning I also picked up this quite heavy brittle wrench. It's got a lovely clunk on it. Yeah, but it's just both side spanner, so there's no flicking switch. You just push the pin through and put it on the other side. Good quality, not in a set or anything. It was just randomly in a box, number 2073, and it's got a name of John Keller written there. Now, I don't know if that was the former owner or that's anything to do with Brittle. I suspect that's the owner's stamp, isn't it? But yes, Mr. Keller, thank you for that. Now, I picked up this filthy old socket set. Don't know who made it. Can't find a mark on it yet. And annoyingly, I think the smallest socket is missing there. But the ratchet, it all comes out. Oh, he says, with a little bit of brute force, we get it out. Now I can't find nice clunk, but I can't find a make on that. I'm sure there might be somewhere, but there must be some sort of marking on it. But yeah, that plus its big key. I don't want to get out too far. Maybe it's on these grubby sockets. No, I can't see with my dodgy eyes. They really are filthy. But that'll be fun to do a little bit of work on. And see if I can match a socket for it, because I do like to complete things. Yeah, so we'll have a little play with that. Get that cleaned up. That will look quite nice. Yeah, it will look nice when it's all cleaned. May even paint it. I don't know. Oh, if I don't lose a finger, I'm trying to fit it back in. There we go. Right, so there's that. Now, Right, I must do this thing first. This is filthy, and it's straightforward Shelley bottle jack, I suppose you'd call it, wouldn't you, this sort of thing. And it's lovely. But what I liked, because I've got a few bottle jacks, is it came with the bar. Now, normally the bars are well missing, long gone, but this had its original bar. And I've never seen one before. It's flexible in the middle, which is really odd in its own, but it has this sleeve that fits over to make it, stiffens it up. Now, the hook goes on in there to turn it up and down, as you probably can see. And at this end, let's undo that. Clever, simple way just to fold it in. And this end would have a bar going through, wouldn't it, to give you the leverage, a key. But I've never seen the bar before, so I picked that again. It was next to nothing, so I picked that up because of the bar. I think that's lovely, a lovely thing. Really unusual, odd thing. If you've seen those before, well done, because I've not seen one that folds like that. Beautiful thing. So well happy with that. Now, you might have noticed in the background, I picked this up now. It's cost me a £5 today. Judging by the colour, it's been in a smoker's house, because that's pretty heavy cough smoker's yellow, isn't it? But it's complete. All the bullets for Norma. Is that in the way there? Norma, and all these different shell sizes. All the way around. It's all complete, all stuck in. You wouldn't think there was so many. I never thought there were so many, but look at that. Yeah. So those are the bullet parts that go in these, I suppose. I don't know much. I don't know anything about guns. So yeah, £5. That'll clean up okay. This is plastic, which is original. I don't know if it was lit up or anything. But I thought that was a nice little find. I got in there quick with that one, I think. Yeah, £5 for that. Now, back to the mystery object. Now, my friend was worked on the railways for his whole life. So he occasionally comes across things that are odd to me, but things he used every day. And this little old gauge, if I've got it right, and I can't remember what the FB, he did tell me, but I can't remember. This is a gauge used on the rails. This was last used in 2004 to measure the wear on the actual rails on the track. And when it hit a certain amount, then it needed to be replaced. Now, he's told me that they do this digitally now. The trains travel along at 60 miles an hour, measuring all the rails, so they know where the wear is. But before they had those digital trains, you would have to manually go around to certain places, and particularly points, apparently. They wear more than the normal rails on corners and things. And this would measure the amount of, I think that part goes inside the rail, so that would be on the top and that would be the bottom. And this would measure the amount of wear. And when it had worn to a certain amount, it'd have to be replaced. And this is what they used. Yeah, so not something I'm going to come across very often, if ever again. But if you work on the railways, or used to work on the railways, as my dad used to do as a signalman, you might recognise it. But yeah, he kept me guessing in the pub for quite a while, and we gave up in the end trying to work out what it was. But yeah, thanks Oggy for that. I do love the little mystery things he brings me every now and then. So yeah, I think that's everything covered today. As I said, I've been so busy. Apologies if I've not answered anyone. I mean to. I'm not very good at all that side of it, but I will eventually get round to it all. My son actually always says to ask people to like and subscribe. So if you can like and subscribe. And of course, I must say hello to me my grandkiddies, the top grandkids. That's Toby, Oscar and Piper. Hello to Grandad. And hopefully all being well. See you on the next one. Take care.